Howdy, y'all. So on the next episode of Ricky's Big World, we gonna spill all the tea.
I think you just drove all the way to see me because you missed me, but that's a different story. Yeah. Oh shit.
You made him choke.
You already caught you off guard with that one.
I apologize.
15th episode was our last almost. That was it.
Rest in peace, Ricky Barton.
Back in the pizza world caverns, behind the test ovens, and in reality next to the bathrooms, it's Ricky's Big World.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Ricky's Big World. Evidently today is a special anniversary or something, or what?
This is our 50th episode.
Now,
How you survived 50 episodes
We've
without
done
me,
this 50 times.
without me and
You
all.
and I
by the way, my guest, Jeff,
is back again for the third week in a row.
I missed him so much.
So Roxanna and Janet put something in front of me.
It's to celebrate.
My throat full.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at it just yet.
It's to celebrate.
I'll let you saw it. Let y'all see it. Okay,
Looks good to me.
looks good. Ready? Woo, the cookie brownie.
The deliciousness.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Hallelujah. All right, Roxanne, you get the first piece, actually.
The one you just broke?
No, that's mine.
Oh.
You get the first one. Jeff gets a piece.
No,
I mean,
you get your thumbs on.
I got this one.
Yeah, you get your own.
that you all got all mangled. I mean,
It is mangled. It's hot. Okay, so
fresh. That's what's. Y'all
Fresh out of the
come
oven.
to this. Who made this?
We did.
I know, but who? I need to go thank them for this.
Oh, Carter.
Carter, you on the phone? Thank you for. He on the phone. That was rude. I apologize.
Is it good?
That was delicious. I'm
Worthy of a 50th episode treat.
could have used some ice cream. I'm not gonna.
I agree.
You're not an ice cream shop. Delicious.
We'll get on that.
50 episodes. How? I mean, I've been a part of some of them, and I appreciate all of those.
Yeah, you've been in 4 now? 5.
Mm-hmm.
5. You've been in 5.
Did you ever think when you guys started this that it would be this, that you'd be this many episodes into it?
Ricky didn't even think we'd do 1.
Really? You didn't even.
I didn't want to
have the faith.
Number one, I zoned out. I was trying to enjoy these brownies. Are fantastic.
Okay, well,
Cookie
let me
brown
talk to
white pie.
Roxanna Janet.
Number two, no. Did not want nothing to do with this podcast. I didn't like podcasts and nothing like that.
Why?
My nose was too high about it.
Okay.
I always did
So you
terrestrial
did-
radio.
You did that bouging.
I was bougie,
Okay, well.
and then I can't remember. Did y'all tell me you weren't gonna sponsor me no more at the radio station if I didn't do it or something? What was it?
We did not.
I think I heard some scuttlebutt about that around my shop. How if you were
No, I think what had happened
gossip train.
was I sat down and I explained what this could be. And you went, all right, we'll give it a try.
I thought it was weird.
You still think it's weird?
I do.
I think we're still growing.
I think
we're
podcasts
still-
are weird.
Yeah, but we're still growing.
True.
Well, and here's the thing. I come to love it. I really have come to love it.
I think there's a freedom in it that you have, too.
That I don't have in FCC regulated radio.
Yeah, and I think although you do a great job being able to fit your stories in throughout the day, I think this gives you an opportunity to sit and like tell those stories together, like as an entire story.
Campfire.
Around here. Well, I think one thing is I don't have my timing in radio has to be certain things. I have to play commercials, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have that. Weather and all that. When it comes to this, you're right. I have more free time to do that. I think we need a knife
Why?
because we need to cut this up. We still got.
Oh, I thought she was going to cook.
Because she gonna cut somebody. It's a butter knife. All right, it's a butter knife. makes the best
This is
screwdrivers.
ooey and gooey. This is like the delicious. Whenever you guys come into Pizza World, ask for Carter to make you one of these because he did an awesome job, and you got him singing his hymnals already in his Sunday.
Yes,
All right?
shine on me. Hallelujah. Shine on me. I want this one with the crust. This
Well,
is
you
not-
go do you because
All right.
this,
So seriously, I didn't want to do it. They talked me into it, and then it's like it kept going on. And I look at Bob all the time, like you still. In fact, coming up here, he called me and I said, he was like, "Well, you gonna come do this, this?" I said, "Why do you still want me doing this podcast? Are you seriously still want me to do it, even though I don't live here anymore and all this stuff?" Yeah,
you got fans.
The big question is, do
know about
you
that.
want to do it?
I would have driven 4,800 miles in 13 days to get up here.
It is fun. I do have a good time.
I think you just drove all the way to see me because you missed, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You made him choke.
You know what I mean? Caught you off guard with that
I
one.
15th
apologize.
episode was our last almost. That was it.
Rest in peace, Ricky Barton.
We saw the YouTube channel. Just,
I'll get you next week on the flip side.
You are, I mean. So now he's trying to steal my job.
Well, I mean, next man up. You know, we gotta keep the momentum train going.
there's nobody who can replace you, Ricky.
No, there's not.
That's what
I don't have
He's trying,
all
he's
those
trying.
stories like he does.
You know what? I'll say something about Jeff. He does actually, and what used to get on my nerve is I think he's great in radio. He'll be great in radio, but every time I try to get him on in there, he's like, "No, I don't do it." Now I know he had his reasons. I understand, but I still think that's why I wanted to get you on the podcast is to. So that you can release some of that creativity that you have. You make people laugh.
Yeah, I like being on the.
I know you
podcast
do.
here.
You're trying to steal my stuff. So
Well, I didn't know you was about a heartbeat away from choking to death on a little brownie bite. But
because you lied.
what did I lie about?
What'd you say? That made me
forget.
choke.
I forget. Something about I appreciate you or something.
Go ahead. What? Say it again.
I took
I ain't
that-
dying again.
Well,
Great, thank
I'm
you.
gonna let you finish that bite first before I open my mouth because look like what happened last time I said something.
Maybe
Choke and die.
50 episodes.
50
Wow.
episodes.
And we've talked about a lot. I was starting to go through some of the things that we've talked about. Would you like to relive some of our earliest episodes?
I would love to. Yeah.
I think it'd be hilarious.
We talked about when you got your new car,
Which car?
the Audi.
The out.
You what?
Yeah, we talked about cheese and tires,
Oh,
the car crash with the aunts.
Oh yeah.
We've
The
talked
aunts.
about Intent Unknown, auditions, Disney World, the Mafia. We've talked about stalkers and you getting kidnapped and you getting
That's how I met
kidnapped
Jeff.
in a carjacking.
Okay, now hold up. You didn't meet me by me stalking you. Don't be.
Go. Are you telling everybody how I met you?
We have heard the story, but go ahead and
Yeah.
and
Go ahead.
remind us.
Mine.
He was on the air one day talking about food.
I'm not gonna lie, it already sounds stalkerish.
Well, it's not my fault. He was on the air bumping his gums.
Okay.
Doing my job.
Talking about this personal stuff, like what food he like and all that, and what kind of liquor he liked to drink. Because that's what gave me the idea.
Doing my job.
And you know what? It was a secured building to get in there, too.
It was not.
Okay, let's go back.
Well, okay, there goes my story.
You heard a strange southern man on the radio,
He was talking about, yeah.
He said I sounded sexy.
No, I didn't say all that mess.
and you went to the store and bought him
Because he was
alcohol.
talking about booze that he liked. He was
Walked
talking about.
into his job.
Walked into the store and used his own money and bought me some what? Wild turkey.
honey.
Wild turkey honey.
Yeah.
Put that sucker in the freezer and it was so good. Oh.
You welcome. See, I turned you on to this thing, and
But
now I'm
but
a
wait a minute,
I'm a stalker all
So
of a sudden.
he
Hence how I
went
wound up
to
on
the
a
store.
podcast
He went to the
7 years
store
later, 8 years later.
because I was scared to say no. So went to the store, spent his own money on a stranger to buy him liquor, brought it in.
It was $20. It's not that big.
It don't matter.
It's not that big.
Brought it in. Are you Ricky? I said, well, yes, I am. I love listening to you so much. Oh my God, I love you listening to you. I brought you a token of my appreciation.
And you know what I used to call you? You know what I used to call you?
And I have a temple in my bedroom. It's got your pictures all over.
Boy, still carry though.
Make sure you get close to the mic. We want to hear that one.
I don't know what he was just mumbling, but
Okay, so
I did get him a bottle of booze. This is because I thought
He tried to get me drunk.
I thought he'd like it.
He want my cookie.
Now you just being ignorant.
poor Jeff comes on the show, just gets trampled on.
Oh, he took the last one.
Good for him.
All right,
You
go
know
ahead.
what? Good move, Jeff.
Okay, here you go. Go ahead.
Anyways, we've talked about how you became an amputee.
Wait a minute, we ain't done talk about this situation here because I got to hear what he has to say.
You see me getting red in the face right now?
And
All right, then.
turn purple. I don't care. Turn purple. It's fine with me. Don't breathe. We good.
I just saved your life.
You didn't save my life.
I went pat. Why was you choking?
That's
on the
that
air?
stalker mentality where he wants to touch somebody. So
Oh wow.
he did. He brought it over, and he said no. Actually, on the serious side, it was real nice of him because he brought it over. He's like, "Hey, listen, I listen to you all the time and everything else. So you seem like a cool guy, and I heard that you like, bourbon and whiskey and all that." I said, "Yeah, I did." And so he gave it to me, and I thought it was the nicest thing. And he said, "I work at My Legs Complete Auto Care," and I was like, "Oh yes, that's right." And because I'd already went there before, I believe, before I met you.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Because they started sponsoring me and all that stuff way before. But anyway, but the point is
That's the thumbnail.
he was. Which part was thumbnail?
Him.
Goodyear.
No.
His hand.
I met you when I worked at.
No, you didn't. I never been to Goodyear up here.
I know.
Then how did I meet you at Goodyear? Because you were working at Goodyear at that time?
I heard you on the radio while I was taking somebody home. While I worked at Goodyear.
Okay, but what's that got to do with you?
And then I heard it, and it was like after hours that day, I went and got you a bottle of booze, and then I dropped off.
Got to get closer to the microphone, evidently.
Oh. And then I handed you the bottle of booze. And then we became
And I was
good
appreciative.
friends.
I was
We became
appreciative.
good
That's right.
friends
Became good friends.
shortly after that.
That's right.
And then I was like, hey, Ricky, I'm no longer working here. I'm working at Milex.
I don't remember you ever working at Goodyear.
Yeah, because we weren't that good of friends after
Okay,
that
all right.
like we are now.
Are we
It
just
was-
bickering, boys?
We're not bickering.
I mean,
he's
if you're
trying
gonna
to tell a
If
story.
you're going to tell the story, at
Let
least
the
tell it
man
right.
tell the damn story.
At
What's
least
wrong
get
with
the
you?
chronologicals correct.
Oh.
Okay.
We got to be
I
factual.
think she's bored with the story, so
Well, she brought this on herself.
go ahead.
Brought this up.
What's next,
She
Roxanna?
knows better.
Yeah, I convinced him to do the podcast. You're right. I brought this on myself.
She did.
What else?
Yeah, go
have you
ahead.
guys relived over 50.
Anyways, I was going to say we've talked about how you became an amputee.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about your love of alligators.
I know you didn't use the word love, but the
The
dinosaurs.
wonderful, wonderful gift you gave Jennifer for Mother's Day.
Who would you give her that? What'd you give her?
Yeah, go ahead.
I
tell
forget.
Jeff.
What'd you give her?
Let's reminisce.
That's a terrible one. I don't want to talk about that.
no.
You want to talk about him being a stalker, but not about
Yeah,
a terrible.
yeah.
Okay,
No,
fine.
I can't.
Fine. I forgot. It was Mother's Day.
Oh, Lord. I know.
And so I went to the dollar store to find something pretty. And
bastard. The mother of your baby.
when I got there, I couldn't figure out what she wanted. And I just happened to see this real pretty bowl. And I thought, oh, it'd be nice. So I was thinking what to put in there because I thought maybe some good snacks, something like that. So I went and put honey roasted peanuts and some regular peanuts and pecans and all that in there. I wrapped it up in saran wrap that was that pink stuff, and I gave it to her for Mother's Day.
He
And-
gave her a bowl with peanuts.
See, I remember the episode that you were like, "Oh, how sweet and nice of me to have done that," and it was so unusual. And this. Now the tune comes out. He gave her
That's
a
before
bowl.
I really knew Jennifer. You know what I mean?
And she still has that bowl.
She's an angel.
She still has that bowl today. Because she says she loves her bowl.
We've talked about timeshare cows.
Timeshare cows. Yes, I do what?
That's a good
How are
one.
you still alive?
I know.
I'm good in bed.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is, folks, this is now a nighttime show. After 10 p.m. FCC regulations.
You asked the
Out the
question.
window.
You asked the question. I mean,
We've talked about Nair.
oh, we ain't talking about that one. No, we ain't talking about that one.
That's a sticky.
Did you remember that one?
No,
I put an air on my head, went bald.
I could see you doing some goofy ass like that, thinking like you.
Because I read the bottle. The bottle said nothing about the top of the head. It said don't put it on your face. Top of the head is not face.
and other areas.
I didn't put it on those areas.
We've gotten to know great family members like Auntie Wiggs, Auntie Big Toe, Uncle Pork Bottoms, and Penelope.
Oh,
Penelope.
Penelope, yes, Penelope. But... And there's others that I have never mentioned.
You've gotten hit with multiple croutons.
Yeah, well, yes, we love the croutons flying across the room. That's real cool. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
We've talked about demons in the sewer.
Oh, yes.
Demons in the sewer.
Yes. So in Bibb City, which is a little small neighborhood area of Columbus, Georgia, when I was a kid, my buddies and I went and found this sewer opening there. It's huge. And we went down to the middle of the woods. We went down into it. Well, we explored it for a while and all that. We left and we came back, a couple of days later. One of the guys, Chuck, he brings like a bag of stuff. So we go back down again because we're like, okay, this is our new club. This is our fort and all that. We were in junior high school.
Okay. Mentality level.
Exactly.
Hanging out in the sewer is the cool spot.
All of a sudden,
So all the cool kids are at.
he goes and puts these candles out in a circle and draws pentagrams and stuff and got this book. And he starts, reading out this book. And then we're like, what are you doing? We gonna summon us up a demon. And I'm like, oh, no, we're not. And all of a sudden, the wind blew in the freaking sewer. And you hear this word that says, no. We had to, you should have seen somebody running. I'm talking about, I ran the legs off, literally. They're gone today because of that thing.
There was only
Ran
a
out of
matter
your
of
leg.
time.
Ran out of my
Only a matter of time.
And I said, I'm not being a part of this. No. My grandmama does voodoo. I'm not, I've seen this too much.
People
So,
in the South are just
what?
unique. That's unique.
Yeah, you want to move down there.
Well, my bestie's down there. Why wouldn't I?
He's like, I want to move to Georgia. I think I fit in Georgia.
I
And
think
so-
I would.
Yeah.
I
It's
think I
always
would.
like that.
Because when I lived down there, I was like a gnat's hair ass away from it, right? Well, Florida, Alabama. Plumation.
Depends on where you at.
But, what?
Depends on where you at.
It's all the same.
No, it's not.
It's all the same.
No, it's not. We got different dialects in different areas by just that. So no, it's not the same. So Illinois and Iowa the same thing to you? Nebraska, all the same thing? No, it's not.
Well, we're cooler.
Minnesota, that's not the same thing.
I mean, who? Minna what?
Minnesota. Okay, it's not the same thing as ours.
Well, nobody wants to go to Minnesota or Illinois, or who wants to go to Nebraska?
They got Omaha Zoo. That's supposed to be cool.
Okay, that's over the border. That's like part of Iowa.
No,
You
it's
know,
not.
because
It's in the state. If it
it-
says Nebraska, it's in the state.
it should be annexed.
And no, ma'am. And then you've got Mall of Americas in Minnesota.
Nobody goes to the Mall of America.
I ain't never been, but I'd like to go one day.
I went in the '90s. It was all that and a bag of chips. All right, fine. Been there, done that. They got like 6 American Eagle stores. I saw
And
this one
I bet you tripped out on the Abercrombie and Fitz.
back then. Yeah,
Yeah,
but not
Wow.
anymore.
You
Well, I'm
smell
saying,
just like them.
Is that a good thing or a bad?
Bad
thing?
things.
Well,
What else we got?
Whatever.
We've talked about cruises you've taken, swingers, fish eyeballs.
Oh yeah, the fish eyeball. Yeah, they crunchy.
You got offered a job at Pizza World.
That's rude. I've been asking Haley for a job for a while now, and I'm calling Haley out
because they know that you would not survive Pizza World.
She didn't even put me through a proper interview.
And because they know why waste the time.
I didn't get to fill out an application. She didn't even offer me an application.
You can't work here.
True.
1 minute your pizza will be nice, the next minute the pizza be angry.
Well,
so no.
they got on my foul side when they ordered and gave me an attitude of how they wanted their pizza.
He gonna burn everything. So no, you don't want him working here.
This ain't Burger King. You ain't getting it your way.
It is too. You do get it your way here.
Okay.
Pizza World.
Maybe you do. Maybe
You get it your way.
We had
delicious.
our first event that we did. We did the car show.
The car show.
Car show was a lot of fun. That was
a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And I was
loved
glad
it.
that you were there, though. Actually,
I appreciate you because that was really cool. Just see their trophies, the pans.
yes,
The
those are cool.
pizza pan was a trophy on it with the picture. That was whoever thought of that was genius.
Have to talk to my dad.
Don't do
Way
that.
to go, Bob.
No,
I'm sorry.
no.
Well, I got to give credit where credit is due.
No.
He came up with a
Paint
really
a
good idea.
pan. Paint a pan. That's not a lot of creativity, Bob. That's not.
Wow, you getting canceled?
I ain't getting canceled. He loved me.
Paycheck getting canceled.
I went to the wedding. You didn't.
That's he just ribbing me. I'm gonna let that one go just for Jesus' sake.
We've talked about voice auditions, and we've talked a lot about Disney here and there because
We don't need to be talking about Disneyland because that hurts my heart talking about Disneyland.
we've
Too expensive.
Well, I don't know. I only got to the parking lot. How am I supposed to know what it costs to go
I'm
to Pizza?
telling you, you can Google that right now. It's gonna tell you.
you've had cutlery thrown at you.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Bob threw knives and forks at me. It was a lovely day. Yes.
We've talked about how Texas isn't southern.
It is not from the snow. It's not. It is Arizona.
Facts.
We obviously
Sorry.
talked about you moving.
Yes.
We've had a party.
A lovely party. Remember we had the pizza eating contest here years ago?
Yes.
The very first time
Yeah.
we ever did anything here? That was cool.
The pizza eating hat.
Yeah. So right there and against a wall over there, we had a table lined up with all these pizzas.
Uh-huh.
And that was when a certain other person was working a camera while with me in the mornings.
Oh.
Okay. And so there was like about 5 or 6 contestants. Well, they went to do that, and the pizza was too hot. Everybody was burning their mouth.
Oh,
because, and Bob said, well, I guess we better wait like about 5 minutes before we put the pizzas down. And nobody could hardly eat the pizzas. But we did have one, but you had to eat all the pizzas, and one guy did win. Or was it?
One guy did.
Yeah, one guy did win. I can't remember if it was a woman or a man, but I thought it was a guy. And he won, but I can't remember what he won, but it was fun.
What size of the pizza was it?
Large.
I could do that.
I've seen you eat.
I can do that without even thinking about it. That's just a Tuesday afternoon at lunchtime. Ain't no thing but a chicken
And that
wing.
wasn't it just like you already, it was pre-ordered as what type of pizza was or something?
No,
They were
all
all
of them were pepperoni.
the pepperoni. So extra,
Delicious.
that means it's extra hot.
Yeah.
But
And
they,
greasy.
yes. And they could
Learned
not.
a lot of lessons.
They could not eat that pizza. It's that hot. But look at the oven. I mean, the oven right there alone. I mean, that thing puts out some heat.
Yeah.
So,
We've talked about your family vacations, how you feel about being a rotisserie chicken above a river.
zip lining over the Chattahoochee River with alligators in the water? No. They
You-
looking at my chunky self going, please fall
Dinner
down.
time.
That's right, dinner time.
Dinner time.
You've told
Delicacies.
us about the multiple, and I just want to repeat, allegedly multiple cars you've stolen,
Stop. Why we gotta bring up, man?
and how you've been blessed.
I thought she was gonna say the multiple wiles my daddy said.
I was fixing to exit
All right,
chat.
one moment while I make a note on that one to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
And how you've
He's
been,
on number 7 if he marries this one. So yeah.
okay, and how you've been blessed by a talking toilet. It's been a trip.
Yeah, I'm a talking toilet. That was not a blessing for that talking toilet, but anyway.
What discussion did you have with your talking toilet there? What was that conversation like?
Well, I mean, when you got that fancy Japanese toilet that sits there and talks to you about everything under the sun and everything, no, it's not pleasant. It's not, And then it wants to weigh you and tell you how much you weigh. and
That's
tell
rude.
you that
That's rude.
before you tinkle and after you tinkle.
Well, I
And
mean,
boo-boo.
it's looking out for your health.
I mean, to be fair, I'm curious. That's a curious thing. Like, I'd like to know what I weigh before and after.
No, I don't. And then
You
once
wouldn't?
and I was expecting to analyze everything. You know, your fat ass has got the diabetes. You need to watch that. I know that you just ate a
What does
cake.
it do? Test your urine for sugars? To
They're,
find
they're,
out?
Maybe.
the one that he bought
That'd be cool,
tests a lot of different things. Yeah, and it'll.
Is this off of Amazon?
No, he didn't buy it off of Amazon. No.
Doesn't you like to buy big fancy things? You should get a toilet like that and tell us how it works.
Yeah, buy your own toilet at a place that you don't own.
That's fine by me. It ain't not my problem.
It played music. You can play your own music.
Really? Like you just link
He's
up?
getting so interested, and I love it.
But I
Had a
can't find
remote?
it on Amazon.
No, he didn't buy it on Amazon. Now he paid about, I think, $15,000 for the toilet, or maybe more.
You do realize you spent a lot of time on the toilet, though.
True.
How much time do you spend on a toilet? Like, what's the average?
They
I wonder.
they say you spend a lot. Yeah.
A good chunk of your. Well, it depends. Are you a guy or a girl?
What's that matter?
Because girls are.
Okay.
Us guys, we'll get in there.
No.
And we just start playing on our phone. We start doing this. 15,
Also,
20 minutes
also,
later, I'm still doing this.
also, a man can just stand up to use the bathroom.
I have the answer.
A lot of times, the women usually have to stand up or sit down for everything.
True.
So,
So
yeah.
they're over it.
According to most estimates, the average person spends 92 days of their life on the toilet, which is roughly equivalent to a third of a year.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. But I mean, if it's comfortable, it's
which
comfortable.
which country do they do? Because I know some people that would just boo boo right down the street. So I mean, you know,
Well, San Francisco was like that.
I wasn't going there, but I've never been to San Francisco.
Neither I, and I don't plan on.
Then how do you know? What they
Because I see it on the Google.
Oh, here we go.
I was super curious
researched.
and wanted to know like how long we spend in bed, like sleeping. 26 years. I mean, compared to
When
how
is-
long you spend in bed,
But that's a
compared
given.
to how long
When-
you spend on the toilet, that's crazy.
When was that study done? Was that before or after Tempur-Pedic mattresses came out? Because my ass is in bed a hell of a lot longer than that. Because I got one of them nice comfy beds.
You got the one that moves up and down? Because that's
No.
what we got.
No, you got the nice one. I don't have that. Your money for that one.
That is a nice. That's the king split,
See, that's
extra
what I'm talking
big old bed. It's nice and it vibrates. You go and push the button and it massages your back and everything. Oh my
Now
god,
you-
you
now
love.
you're irritated.
It's got a light underneath it. It's nice.
The typical American spends 100 minutes driving each day, which rounds itself out to about 4.5 years of lifetime in the car.
Okay, so I was driving 76 miles round trip each day. That took about I say 25 to 30 minutes each way. So, we're talking about over an hour to and from house. So,
You were below average then.
so 5 hours a week, right? 5 to 6 hours a week. Times 52 weeks.
I mean, they're going to be taking big cities into account too, like
Traffic,
in
sitting,
California and New York
Sitting
and
on the I-10.
yeah,
Atlanta.
Illinois, yeah.
No.
So I mean,
Atlanta's
but
bad.
you were under what the typical American would.
You're doing all right. And here I am. I got to be a 3.5 minute commute, if that. People get out my way in the morning.
This boy bought a electric board to go from his apartment to work, and he does not ride it anymore. He'd rather waste the gas in a big SUV than ride
This
that
is a
board.
comfy SUV. It's a nice SUV.
But why did you buy it? How much did you spend on that board? $800?
Which one?
The big long board.
This longboard?
Yeah.
No, that was like 400.
Oh, I apologize. Excuse me. Who's got money? And
My
the
one-
wheel, he has a one wheel too.
My one wheel was a lot more than that. We're not going to
Was that the $800 or more?
We're not going to get into that.
Is it more than 8 or less?
But also, like, he has a job, and do you have kids?
No.
Who's gonna mate with this?
Okay, that's me.
I get
First
to
off.
keep my paycheck.
That's what I'm saying. Him buying a $400, that doesn't make, like, that's fine.
No, he's too old to be sitting there buying all the kiddies' toys and
no,
stuff.
my bills are
I said
paid.
it. I ain't taking that back. No.
We need to be nice to our guests.
No, he don't. If you come to my house, I'm going to treat you the
I just
same
think
way.
He is very lucky that he's able to keep his entire paycheck so he can purchase some of these fun things.
Well, that he learned a lesson not to be sitting there procreating. That's what happened.
Actually, I'm going to
Because
put
nobody
that up,
wanted.
I'm going to put that up on for sale, actually, on Facebook Market. So if
Okay,
you know
this
somebody-
ain't no classified ad, okay?
I'm just throwing it out there just in case somebody
Okay, by the way, my house in Iowa City is also for sale, so.
throw it out there. Yes.
If you would like to live in a celebrity's home,
you might as well go and just subscribe now, too.
Now you getting thick with this.
it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
It's spacious.
It's
You know what?
You think it's spacious?
I saw the.
You wanna buy
pictures. No, hell no, no. That's way too much of a commute. You know how I feel about that. I can't ride my one wheel that far. But I saw the pictures online, and I was like,
they repainted the inside too.
yeah.
No, pictures on the pictures. No, pictures online ain't updated yet. They put a new back door in, the new front door, new air conditioning system, new heating system, new.
So if you could get that just picked up and moved here to Cedar Rapids, I'll buy it.
That ain't my business. Now you can move a house for like $3,000 or more. I think maybe 8, 10, 12.
Well, now
Finance it.
Are there any ghosts?
Not in that one.
any what?
Not ghosts, because we did a whole episode about ghosts in the house. The house we
No.
had here in Cedar Rapids.
I'm not messing with the ghosts. Aliens, I'll mess with. Ghosts, no. I'm not. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Ghost, no. Aliens, I'll be cool with. Unless I got an attitude.
What a trip we've had.
I'm telling you, anytime I'm with you, we go sideways quick.
Podcast time.
You can't stay on topic. Welcome to ADHD. You welcome. You my bestie. Live with it.
What a trip we've had.
50 episodes. It's crazy. I didn't know if we were going to survive the first 10.
What's been your favorite episode, do you think? And your least favorite? Laid out.
That's actually a good question.
Laid out the
I
play out.
said this one. Just kidding.
Anything to do with me on there?
My favorite one was where I fell asleep, so I didn't have to pay attention to nobody. Actually, I will say the car show was my favorite one. Yeah, you were a part of that. Car show was my favorite one because number one, it had texture to it. It was outside. It was loud, a little too loud. To be honest
A
with
little
you.
bit.
We got to walk around and shoot. Your drone footage was great.
Yep.
That was a really, really good one.
My favorite story is my favorite story you've told, which is my favorite episode. Well, okay. Well, I was going between two because I laughed pretty hard when you were talking about swimming in the pool. But I'm gonna go with when you got kidnapped, during the carjacking.
How was that one? Why was that one your favorite one?
It surprised me the most. I didn't think that's where that story was going at all.
Did you hear that one?
His pain is your pleasure. Then
Well, yeah, that's why we're all here.
I laughed at.
What the hell? Well, then I'm glad I didn't tell you about the bath that they gave me at the hospital.
I'll leave notes
No.
to ask you about that one.
Was this the first time or the second time? Because I came to see you at the second time. Who else came to see you?
No. No, I'm talking about when I had my first leg cut off.
Yeah.
And they gave you a bath, and it was a horrific experience to the point where I had nightmares about it.
Was she not gentle?
I'll explain it in another episode.
Yeah, we'll have to do it.
It was
It'll have to be a
terrible.
whole episode.
The second amputation, they didn't do that. They just said, "Do you want us to do anything?" I said, "No, I can hoe bath myself. Thank you."
What's your least favorite episode you've done?
The first one,
Really?
I didn't want to do it. You want my honesty, right? It's the first one. I didn't want to do it. I told y'all I didn't want to do the thing, and then y'all pushed me into it. So I was like, okay, the first one. But then I had to grow into loving it,
Yeah.
and I really do like it. I really, now I say that, but I didn't like the one that I got emotional with the past experiences.
That one,
I really didn't like that one.
that one hasn't aired still. I still have that
Really?
in a folder somewhere.
I have to go by and listen.
And it's titled unreleased episode in my thing.
Unreleased.
Yeah, because
See if we see that one.
there's a lot of editing that has to go into that one because I have to blur a lot of stuff that was said, and
What?
yeah,
She over here
told me
trying
to.
to censor you.
because you didn't want the story. You wanted it a high level of it.
That one's going to be on the Patreon page that you got to pay for.
So there is an episode out there that we have done that has
Welcome, I
not
got you.
aired that has been pretty
I did
emotional.
not know that you didn't air it. I never paid attention to that. Yeah, that's
Because that one I told you when I edit, I would give it to you first so that you could also listen to it and tell me like if you needed anything else edited out of it.
unedited, the raw footage first.
No.
You won't let me do the raw footage first?
You want the raw one first?
I would rather look at the raw footage first so I can say what I would like edited out, if anything.
Okay.
Okay, so that it's my history.
Yeah.
But I gotta say that
I can
really
see why that would be
that
not
was
a
my
favorite.
worst one because of how emotional I
It's
got.
our only episode where we don't have an outro.
And that's gonna be the highest one. That rewatch that one be the highest one too.
Live and raw with Ricky.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, we were raw.
Yeah, that day was.
That was raw.
Well,
But I have to agree with you. I think that one is also on my list as well. Not because like it was fun to hear. Like there were parts of it that were
It
fun.
was too serious.
There were parts of it that were fun, but I felt bad that you relived some of it.
And I think, and that was the problem, was having to
Yeah.
relive telling the things
Yeah.
that happened to me. So I just,
Yeah.
it's just fine.
But
All right.
since we've moved on from that, though, like I think the topics that we've covered have been really fun. I like some of the stuff that we've been doing recently in terms of like games or
Yeah,
a
but you
list.
keep
We've done
bringing
a lot of
up
lists.
Disney. And you getting on my nerves about bringing up Disney all the time.
You just said last episode or this episode that you were like, yeah, I love talking about Disney. I don't have a problem talking about Disney.
Well, okay, and that's true. Talking about Disney is one thing, but simple fact that I was this close.
You're just mad because you haven't been.
I haven't been.
I know.
He hasn't experienced the magical.
Is that why this has bothered you all day?
That or you wear it all the time.
Is that Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Pooh Bear and Tigger 2.
I didn't know it was Disney. No, it's just, it looks like pajamas.
Oh, okay. I see.
That's all. That grown woman walking around with pajamas on. I ain't never like that. You go to Walmart and you see grown folks in pajamas. It's like, you know what? Stop. But Disney, no. The simple fact that I got to the parking lot, we drove all the way down there from Columbus, Georgia to Disney, and then to get into the parking lot, and then Uncle gets mad and we leave.
I can tell how salty you are because it comes up every like 3
You
episodes.
didn't know about this?
You had tickets?
You know about this?
No.
Okay.
Well, then you should subscribe to our channel and watch.
I think I'm going to have to see this because
I think this is a great place to slide in. Subscribe.
Okay.
If you're not, because I know 86% of you that are watching this right now aren't, subscribe.
So now she's scolding. So
all
that's
you got to do is like and click.
look. That is our 50th episode of Ricky's Big World, and I agree. If you want to watch it and listen a little bit more and find out some things, click the subscribe button. We would love to have you as part of our family. Okay,
We really would.
we would.
Yeah.
But we will leave the light on, the door unlocked. But you talking about riding around that parking lot not coming in, then that's a whole different situation. Okay? No. All right. Happy 50th, Roxanna Jan.
Oh, happy 50th, Ricky.
You gonna say something? Oh, and I'm glad that you were part of our 50th.
Well, I appreciate you letting me be part of it.
There it is.
I'm
I was
honored.
waiting all episode for it.
Come on.
There's the thumbnail.
What?
What?
Ricky.
What other?
Just cross-eyed.
You weren't supposed to tell the man that I did that.
Disrespectful bastard.
It's okay. His head will be in his hands, I'm sure. So, in one of these.
What? Oh.
Yeah. You're also going to be in the thumbnail, sir.
Oh, Lord. And don't worry, I'm not going to be hitting you up for a payment of any kind.
No, because you didn't sign nothing.
I mean, I can get some paperwork drawn up.
We have to sign it.
Give me a napkin right quick.
Our two companies have to sign.
Per this agreement that we're having right now, you agree to waive all of your rights to your likeness.
Well, as long as
soon
you
as
keep
decide to pop on here.
as long as you keep feeding me little sweet treats like that, I'll be all right.
All right, fair enough.
Oh my goodness. All right, that's it. We're done.